Now we're in the control panel of the dehumidifier. 10% humidity right now. We'll be moving right along and get this game ready to go.
We're into the ice making process. We've started flooding. 61 and 49 dew point. So this, right now, this is good. Happy where we're at. We're ahead of schedule. We'll continue building ice, pretty much run 2 crews for the next 6 days. 10,000 gallons will give us 1 inch of ice, so our goal here will probably be 25,000 gallons to 30,000 gallons when we're completely finished. Right now, we're kind of in our own little bubble here, working away, so we'll pay closer attention to the weather as we get closer to the game.
Thanks, everyone. I know today's been a busy day. Like other days, we'll go around the room, but first, I'll throw it to Dean, who has a quick intro for us.
We did get the rain overnight and this morning. From everything I saw, structure performed well, but if anybody saw anything that they were concerned about, please let us know.
Big change today, we secured pneumatic wheels for the stage.
And did you guys look at the topography down there behind the stage?
Yeah, we'll have to do some shimming and leveling, and we'll see that when we build the stage on the 28th, and we'll see what we'll have to do, and we'll work with BAM to make sure everything's good.
But other than that, anything else that we didn't cover? Nope. All good. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Thomas. All right. See you tomorrow.
Thank you for all being here. So we're here, as you can tell, we are revealing our field design. This game, unlike most of our games, was years and years in the planning. It's so different than anything we've ever done. I think we knew that going in, but until it's actually happened, you just appreciate it even more.
So when we knew we were coming to Tampa, the challenge is always how do you reinvent yourself? The logo is unique, certainly capturing the pirate ship, and then we were leaning into the field design, the idea of creating this pirate map. It's a cool visual, but it's great storytelling as well, right? So we've got, the Bruins taking this voyage to meet the Tampa Bay Lightning, and on their journey, they're going to encounter all these unique destinations like Stanley Cup Point and the Kucherov Cove. Field design for these events, sometimes it takes a long time to land on a concept and then execute it. But knowing that we were going to embrace the pirate theme here, we were pretty much off and running. We have 120 barrels, and we've got crates and ropes and everything to add to this pirate theme.
I think this hides the horizontal.
Yeah,
here.
I agree.
If you bring it up, you'll see that horizontal more.
So we'll go to center here, and then we'll go about an inch.
What did you say? It's the artistry.
It's the artistry.
Yeah. It's the detail work that goes into it. It's, these little decisions that we have to make that really give it a tighter look and a finished look.
Some people would feel like, does it really matter? But for us, it does really matter, and these are the exciting, fun conversations to have.
We're going to take a quick look over here. It's cool to see all the little destinations, right?
Yeah.
We got Sorelli Cliffs here. We got the beginning of the Stanley Cup Point. So these are the forms, for our team logo hits, the shipwreck, right? So we'll have Tampa Bay over here, and Bruins are being assembled right now on the far left side.
Yeah, so we're always faced with on-the-spot, on-the-moment challenges, and we try and problem solve collectively here, and we're going through one right now.
So we're just trying to be confident and comfortable with the angle and positioning of the team logos. So we want more than just our eyes on it. We want kind of a group conversation here. So it's going to follow this angle, not where those boards are. Like, we want to be careful not to obscure the Bruins or the Lightning, right?
So I think it's
Yeah,
pretty good, the angle.
right. So the front edge of that leg should come up to the wooden
Yeah.
block.
That gives you a little clearance more on the wall, too.
Yeah. But I agree, bringing it forward is probably the right call.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, now it's going to look great.
Good?
Awesome, yeah.
Where to next?
Our plan for Sunday has been well thought out, but we're going to need to be precise. And part of it is the dismantling of the tent, but it's also the bringing everything that is needed for the game onto the field.
This is something that they normally have days to take care of, which they're now going to just be doing hours before we play hockey.
We're on standby. We're excited, right? Because the show doesn't happen until this building gets down.
So we just want to talk about game day. Full disclosure, we are having some discussions and looking at whether, in either scenario, Crane's coming in very early Sunday. He's ready to start plucking and dropping into the south end.
When we can go out there and actually see where all these pieces are going to go, and I think it will all explain itself too.
We're ready, like, we should look at it.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking about pushing this forward at all?
This one's fine.
Push that flow.
We're also looking now with, the weather and the weather forecast. We may make some decisions to do a few things in advance. We know how tight it is, and people are working right alongside each other.
Yeah, detach and we take them one at a time.
But do you like where that upstage is right now?
All right, mine. Thank you.
But it will be fine.
Basically against
I wouldn't want this to come any.
No, that's it. That's the maximum.
Every single person on our crew has a role.
Pretty cool milestone. Yeah. Something like this stuff. It'll be exciting to watch them practice inside here. To have an NHL team inside one of our buildings practicing. Maybe they'll let us take a shift. All three of us growing up in Canada playing hockey. It's pretty cool to be able to be part of the NHL in some way. So,
Well, we keep on telling our kids that we still made it to the NHL.
just in a different way.
Yeah. I sat in the penalty box, so it was good.
That side. Yep.
Today's really a big day for us, that the ice is fully taking shape. And like you said, we're 72 hours away from game day, only 48 hours away from practice days.
So before the logos and lines and all the hockey markings go in, we're gonna map out the rink essentially. So identify with the yarn, stringing that across the rink. So when we do come out here this afternoon, everything's just gonna be able to be put right in place. So we put the yarn down, saturate it with the water just so it freezes in place, and we have a nice solid line to follow with our textile material later.
Good still.
Everything's gone really well today, so we're in a really good spot. Obviously, right on schedule. We've just finished off lines and logos, and our crew will continue to build this evening and tomorrow, and we'll be well prepared for practice day.
Pretty good.
Hold that up. Lay it up on top of quarter inch. Lay it up on top of quarter inch. Today's kind of the day that it all comes together. It's a full rink now, so today's always an exciting day for us. We've got another inch of ice to build, so it's still a couple of busy more days for us. So we're really excited to get the teams out here and have them work on the ice, work in the ice before the game.
So as the meteorologist on site, my job is to convey to the NHL the weather conditions and how they're changing, how they're expected to be over the next few hours, the next few days, and to make sure that everything is safe and protected for the players and the crew and everybody here in attendance. So the next step I'm going to be taking is looking at the latest computer weather data to analyze surface winds, temperatures, precipitation chances over the next couple of days, and relaying that information to the league so that they know how to keep things ready and rolling for the game Sunday evening.
We're here to get our weather update. We are looking to advance our dismantle of the tent, and then starting about midnight, the removal of the actual canopy.
So can I ask, when is the rain officially out?
The heaviest of the rain should be out by noon tomorrow. I am a little concerned, seeing some trends in the modeling that suggests maybe a few sprinkles during the mid and late afternoon hours. But the heaviest of the rain, with any concerns, would be pretty much through noon tomorrow.
Do we have any wind issues in and around Saturday night and midnight for the dismantle?
Yeah, so winds will be picking up throughout the day on Saturday, peaking sometime mid to late afternoon, sometime after 4 or 5 o'clock. After midnight, those winds will start to settle down, but even through the overnight hours, we're looking at wind gusts 20 to 25 miles per hour still being possible, with sustained winds generally in the 10 to 15 miles per hour.
That means that we're we're taking what we would have done and started at 6A, we're gonna now start at midnight.
Correct, yes.
And that'll give us the ability to actually have 6 more hours to prepare the field for the game.
Yes, yeah. So we were planning for the crane to come in at 4 a.m. to be ready for 6 a.m. We're now bringing it in at 11 p.m. Saturday night for a midnight start with the crane.
Sounds great.
We're trying to make up as much time as we can with what we have to accomplish after the tent is down. So with the weather looking the way it is, what we have to do now is move our call, trying to take this tent down overnight post-rehearsal. All right, welcome back. Because the weather is in fairly decent shape, short of some wind and some rain that we're looking to get tomorrow, kind of going into tomorrow night, it looks like we're going to be able to have the confidence to dismantle earlier. We have backups of everything in the heavy equipment world, so if you think something's going to go down, we have a backup lull.
Remember, the more stuff we can get done between 4 and 5, the easier it is for us, right? And the big reason why we want to bring you guys here today is get over the shock and awe, because come tomorrow time, it's our game day tomorrow, right? So, lock in.
We're glad that we could buy back some hours by starting overnight, but I am confident with the team that we have in place and the plans that we've been making over the past couple months. It's a tall order. I think with the weather that's coming in, the wind, it's going to be a little more complicated than we hoped.